Welcome to the NBA Coast to Coast podcast brought to you by thelines.com. I'm your host, Nate Weitzer. I'll be flying solo for a couple more days here. Josh Lander will be back with us soon, and we will be bringing you the full 4 picks for player props and best bets. For now, I'm bringing you 2 and 2, but I have gone 3 and 1 the last 2 nights. We'll try to keep it going here with another 75% night, although player props are 4 and 0 in that span. Not really taking some big names here on the 8-game slate on Tuesday, but I think I got some winners picked out. Loved that Denny Avdija bet last night. It came home despite cool shooting, and then James Harden gets over the points and assists with just points in a game that was missing Giannis. A little weird, but I think it followed the logic there of more usage for Harden as Kawhi gets a little bit of a breather. So looking at this 8-game slate, I mean, I like the Sixers, first of all, in best bets, and I do like the player prop for Buddy Hield, which has been 12.5 points for a while now. It's been frozen, and I've looked at it each time and been like, damn, that seems low, but haven't really loved the matchup. I don't necessarily love this one, but I think it's just time to take him here at 12.5 points with Brooklyn on a back-to-back at the Barclays Center, just a quiet arena that's not necessarily hard for visiting shooters. And for what it's worth, Buddy is averaging 20.5 his last 5 against the Nets on 21% usage, hitting 4.5 of 10 threes. And in 4 roadies with the Sixers, 16 points per game, 44% from 3. So he's a 3-point specialist, as we know. And the Sixers are doing better, managing lineups around him with Kyle Lowry in there. Maybe that changes some things in terms of organization. It's a little bit, we'll see with a larger sample size how that affects Buddy. He did seem to lose some playing time against Dallas last time out, and that is why he only got the 11. He's still, he's only averaging 11 in his last 6, so the line is based on that. But he's hitting 3 threes very consistently. So we're talking about a couple threes, and can you get to the basket? Can you get a couple free throw attempts, couple on the interior, but the threes should be there. The Nets are actually allowing the most threes to shooting guards in their last 30 games, 5th most points to the position. As we said, Buddy has had success against this particular team, and even in some tough matchups in this last 6 with lower usage, he's gone over this number 3 times. Including against the Knicks, against a Charlotte team that plays slow and mucks it up right now. So I think in this situation, Sixers are going to have some success moving around a tired Nets defense. They're going to get Buddy his shots, and as long as he can get something beyond the threes or maybe just hit 4 or 5 threes, he should get you over this number. Second pick is also a low number and a not necessarily household name, but Kelly Olynyk over 11.5 points on the day he inked a 2-year extension with these Toronto Raptors. It seems like they're going to have to lean on him because they have ruled out Scotty Barnes, Bruce Brown, and Jakob Poeltl. So not many bigs left for Toronto as they host the Pelicans, which is a very big team. And Kelly has actually had a lot of success against, bigger, slower defenses, and that includes the Pelicans. In his last 7 with Utah, 10 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists in just 24 minutes per game. He did get up to 26 minutes as Poeltl went down in their last game. He played about 26 minutes when Scotty Barnes went down in their previous game against the Warriors. Got you 16 and 10, got you 13 in just 18 minutes against Dallas the game before with a 30% usage rate. So obviously Coach Darko likes what he sees from Kelly O. They want him to be part of their plans to kind of move into the future here and be a half-court offense that actually functions and has playmakers all over the floor. And that's been the issue for Toronto the last couple of years, is that if they don't get out in transition, if they don't get fast break points, like they have nothing for you. And Kelly O is a very skilled center, guy you want to back as a scorer. And when he gets the opportunity, like if you look at per 36 in his career, he averages 16 points per game. He averages 16 and a half and 5 assists with Toronto in this small sample. In terms of getting 36 minutes, I would probably only project him for about 30. But the point is, like, the numbers are only 11 and a half. And the value on his assists is crazy, that it's juiced up to get 5 assists. And I don't really want to add 5 dimes, even though it does seem like it's reliable against this Pelicans team. He has dimed up against. He has been a good playmaker lately. His playmaking should be up without Scotty Barnes. But I think we just want to take the points here, which is minus 105 at some sites, minus 110. Good juice here on him getting 12 points against a Pelicans team that does let up when they see like a poor team. Like, let's not forget they gave up 126 to the Wizards pretty recently. When they play a bad offense and they don't think they have to bring it. When they're on the road, their defensive rating is 116 since January 1st versus 111 at home. And Kelly might be operating against Zion at times. He has not been a great individual defender. He might be a lot quicker than Jonas Valanciunas if that's the matchup they want to go with. And Darko might go with Kelly early to try to give Valanciunas some problems so he's not killing them on the other end. So in any case, I do think a rise in usage here. I mean, not just Barnes, but Bruce Brown, like you really are now missing that kind of like triple threat guy, big, the big that can facilitate from the wing. And Kelly O can be that for them tonight. So I think he makes good on the contract extension and gets you at least 12 points. That's the 2 picks for player props today. We will be back tomorrow. I will be back for one more solo show. Then we'll have Josh back on the air, giving you 4 picks, player props, best bets. Until we see you next, happy betting.